Camarades, bonjour.
Don't get angry. Donald, don't get angry, please.
Je dois avouer que c'est avec un immense plaisir que nous sommes là ce matin pour ces échanges fructueux et aussi profiter, donner la suite de notre vision, des perspectives en cours pour que nous puissions ensemble tracer notre itinéraire comme ils l'ont dit, rester.
In today's fast-paced digital arena, where perceptions are shaped by clicks, shares, and hashtags, a compelling trend is emerging: the rising global admiration for Burkina Faso's Captain Ibrahim Traoré, often eclipsing US President Donald Trump in online discussions and social media engagements. Despite occupying vastly different political landscapes, one a world superpower sitting president, the other a young military leader from West Africa, the two men are increasingly compared in online spheres. And surprisingly, it's the Burkinabe captain whose narrative seems to resonate more widely across diverse global audiences. President Trump, known for his "America First" doctrine and bold political style, remains one of the most recognized and discussed figures in modern politics.
I couldn't stand it. Don't get angry. Donald, don't get angry, please. I couldn't stand it. Watching these people come in from jails and mental institutions and the worst criminals in the street, gang members. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation, we must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
His policies often spark intense debate, with strong support at home and a reputation abroad that is more polarizing. Critics abroad point to past remarks and policies seen as dismissive of certain global regions, including parts of Africa, as contributing factors to a more divided global opinion.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office.
By contrast, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, leading a transitional government in Burkina Faso, has carved out a digital identity rooted in sovereignty, anti-colonial resistance, and national dignity.
And I hope everyone is aware that we are no longer in a war on terrorism, but in a war of independence. Everyone must understand that it is a strategy for the imperialists to impose this war on us. Normally, every leader, every ruler should fight for their country. It's a strategy. They fight for their interests, and we must also fight for our interests. If we manage to develop, to prosper, it means that over there, they will not be able to develop. They will have to regress. If we manage to transform our raw materials tomorrow, it means that over there, factories will close. Do you understand the logic? So it's normal that they fight to disrupt our society, to keep it in this constant war, so that we can never think about developing one day. And then they will continue to develop.
His emphasis on rejecting foreign interference, particularly from former colonial powers, and prioritizing local self-reliance has attracted widespread digital support, especially in the global south and among younger, globally connected audiences.
How can you want to impose democracy by killing millions of people? That's dictatorship, that's not democracy. It can't be imposed. Those who call themselves Democrats. But look, we've seen scenes where people were prevented from entering assemblies. We've seen scenes where forces stormed into assemblies to force the deputies to pass legislation. We've seen scenes worse than that, where people kill their protesters, yet they call themselves Democrats, and we are labeled as coup plotters. If this is democracy, I repeat, we do not want this democracy.
His personal demeanor, often portrayed as humble and grounded, has helped fuel this admiration. Social media reactions frequently highlight his perceived authenticity and alignment with grassroots struggles, characteristics that appear to elevate him in the eyes of many observers worldwide. When both figures appear in online comparisons, on platforms like YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, or TikTok, Captain Traoré often garners more favorable interactions. From Asia to Latin America, users cite his message of resistance, youthful determination, and calls for a multipolar world order as reasons for their support. Beyond the leaders, a symbolic shift. This trend goes beyond mere personal preference. It reflects deeper frustrations and desires within a digitally vocal global population, especially those in regions historically on the margins of global decision-making. In Traoré, many see a figure who dares to challenge entrenched systems. In Trump, a symbol of established power often viewed as self-interested on the world stage. In conclusion, while President Trump continues to command enormous influence as the leader of the United States, the rising online affinity for Captain Traoré points to a shifting narrative, one that favors voices perceived as independent, people-focused, and resistant to external control. In the age of digital storytelling, it's these narratives, authentic, bold, and grassroots, that seem to capture hearts and algorithms alike. Disclaimer: this report analyzes social media trends and global online perceptions. It does not endorse or oppose any political figure or policy position.